Hey there everyone, No DMAA here coming at you with a 2-deck profile on green OTK and blue Imperial Digimon. So I went 2-2 with the 2-deck format for my locals last weekend. I Sorry for the delay, by the way, for this video. I wanted to do this last weekend, but then I got really busy, and with the 1-sub giveaway, my family came from Chicago. Before I knew it, Pokemon Unite was out. There was just so much going on that I kind of lost track of deck profiles, so I apologize for that. I kind of felt like I was just doing purely giveaway channel type stuff. We'll get back on the grind since Battle on Me is like literally right around the corner. Like Sneak Peek is literally this weekend for me. So, and probably for a lot of you. So, let's get these deck profiles out as fast as possible before the format ends. Technically Sunday, officially the 6th of August. So yeah, green OTK and blue Imperial Digimon. Let's talk about it. Let's start with blue Imperial Digimon. Switching over to blue Imperial Digimon. So these are the babies I run. It's still the same, basically. Demi Vmon and Upamon. So, Demi Vmon lets you draw a card if you swing with a Digimon with jamming, and then Upamon lets you draw a card if you swing and your opponent has a Digimon with no sources underneath. So, just draw cards. The same since the deck came out. Rookies. 4 Vmon, obviously. This dude is still rocking. He'll be rocking for like a long time. He's still rocking in the JP format. So, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. He has jamming. For Gabumon. On play, draw 1. Pretty good still. Elecmon around 2. He's just cheap drop. Then I run this card. This card's interesting to run. I run 3 of it. His effect's on play. You can grab a blue hybrid or a blue tamer and put it in your hand. So he's good for fetching Davis if I need him. Davis is so important now. Memory setters are very important during this format. Like, getting to 3, starting with 3 is so important. Like, you don't want to get choked. And if you hit a Lobomon, that's cool too, hybrids. This is where I'll change some stuff up. I run 3 XVmon right now. So when you Digivolve into him, you can unsuspend a level 4 lower Digimon, including himself. 3 Gorillamon for a cheap drop. 2 Lobomon right now. And then this is where I'll change. I run 4 blocker right now. And I'm probably going to change it up, take it out, because they didn't really help me during the last tournament. I'm realizing blockers are too slow for the format sometimes, for certain decks. So I'll probably take it out, put in 2 more Lobomon, or 1 of each. I do want to try Kendo Garurumon. He's actually a decent tech, just because he gets rid of rookies. Like in case there's like a Terriermon or a Gazimon on board. So Kendo Garurumon is something I'm considering for the build too. And the build will only get better once set 5 comes out, so yeah. I run 4 Dino Bee and 4 Pyodramon. That's, why at this point. Pyodramon has jamming, and then the inheritable, if you swing with an Imperial Dramon in the name, unsuspend it. That's still really strong. It will continue being strong for Imperial Dramon builds. Then Dino Bee is just jamming and piercing, which is still good. For Imperial Dramon, so, he has jamming, and then when you Digivolve into him, you can unsuspend. So, my rival actually was playing a similar build to mine, and he literally just, like, swung so hard at me with him. It's a really strong combo if you can get 2 out, and then Digivolve, and then unsuspend both Imperial Dramons. It's really, really strong. And then if you have Pyodramon underneath, oh god, you're winning the game. There's no way. 2 Omnimon. He'll come out once set 5 comes out because the Blitz Omnimon is better. But right now, this is the Omnimon we're running. But this guy's coming out once the Blitz one comes out, because the Blitz one will help you win games faster. Because you can swing over the memory when you Digivolve into him, and he's invincible. So he can, like, not die. We'll talk more about that once I get my boxes and cards. This card is interesting. I want to talk about this. Battle Stingmon. I run 1 of it. It works. This hella works. I used it against my rival in the last tournament. Almost got him. I was really close. I know I didn't actually get him, but it was like, he didn't see this coming, and I almost had him with 3. He was playing security control with the other deck. So, I ran into like 3 of the securities he just healed out, and I almost had him at that point, but then I just couldn't keep up at that point because he just kept so much removal. I couldn't handle it. 2 Puppetmon. This card's kind of on and off for me, just because giving your opponent so much memory is like, sometimes not good in this format. But like, he's really good in blue though, so it's like it's kind of worth just because you want to stall them in case you need a turn or two. And they might not be able to use the memory, but most of the time they can, depending on what deck they use. Davis. Might up it to 4, just because I really do want to see him more often. But I do run the Stratamon, and I have been seeing Davis like almost every game since I've been playing this deck in this format, so I don't know. Davis is sweet. Blue Imperial Digimon's still decent, like overall. 4 Hammer Sparks, obviously. Gain a memory, that's still good. Security checks, gain 2. It's powerful. I run a Flower Cannon in the Blue Imperial Digimon deck too. So this and Battle Sting are basically my spicy tech. Because Flower Cannon is just... people don't see this coming. Like, if you run this and they hit it, they'll be like, oh shit, he runs Flower Cannon, you know? And then, this actually happened to me against someone who had, like, a black player. It helped me, like, because it didn't help me at all, actually. Because he had all blockers, obviously, because black player plays black. So, you know, I was just like, oh, you're suspend, and it was all like, they're all blockers, and I was like, of course they are, GG. But, like, this card is really good every other situation. I just happen to be playing black, and it was just like, well, he has blockers, so he's gonna come for me. Ugh, man, but Blue Imperial is still good. He's strong. Like, this is probably my favorite deck in the whole game. Because Veemon's my favorite Digimon, obviously, but it's still very fun. Like, it can still get games off people. Pretty sweet. But yeah, that's my build for Blue Imperial Digimon right now. I'll probably take out blockers moving forward. I probably won't use them anymore because I'm very passive when it comes to that blocker situation. I'm like, I know we should not be running blockers, but at the same time it feels weird. But now I kind of get it because in my Ancient Garurumon deck, I don't run blockers. So I'll probably take out the blockers, Tekken, Lobomons, more Gorillamon, XVmon, probably try to fit a Kendo Garurumon in there. It's fun. Yeah, so that's all I got for the Blue Imperial Digimon, so we can switch over to Green OTK. Alright, let's talk about Green OTK. So, these are the babies I run for it, Budmon and Tainmon. Green babies are so, like, versatile that you really can't go wrong most of the time with what babies you pick. I've seen some people run the Wormmon baby, the Minomon, and I'm like, or the Argomon, and I'm just like, those are valid choices, honestly. Like, Tainmon mixture, basically. I'm just like, there's honestly no wrong choice. You know, so this is the one I'm running, Budmon and Tainmon, because since I have Digiburst abilities, I'm like, why not? I'm thinking about switching it to the Minomon just because swinging a Digimon seems to keep happening more often. And I'm like, that makes sense. So I'll probably switch it up. But this is the build right now. When I played for the 2-deck format tournament. So I run 2 Argomon, 2 the Tentomon from the starter deck. On play, reveal the top card. If it's a green Digimon, you can add to your hand. Otherwise, put it at the bottom. So most of the time you'll hit it. Just because we do run options in Mimi, so it's like 4 of the promo Palemon. So good. When you Digiburst it, you can give one your Digimon jamming. It's so good. So that way you can get more of a guaranteed chance that you know, your combo won't die. 2 Terriermon memory blocker. 2 Goblinmon. 2 Lilamon. 2 Lilamon. So those are my rookies. These rookies I might change up a bit just because I don't know. I think the deck's mostly fine. There's just some tweaks I want to adjust. But at the same time, it's like BT5 is right around the corner, so it's like I can adjust real quick for casual play, but like I won't go hard until next week probably when I start getting my my stuff, my product. So champions, 2 Woodmon blocker, 2 Kabuterimon, the inheritable one, and then 4 of the Kabuterimon blocker from starter deck. These are like most of these Digimon are cheap drops. I mean, cheap Digivolving. So for Vegemon as well. So the only one who doesn't Digivolve for 1 is the Woodmon, which is fine because he's a blocker. So like, I'm fine doing that. For Lilamon, she's so good. Digiburst, and then you can suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. And then if you have a Tamer in play, when you swing, you can suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. This card is really good. The art's really cute. I don't have it in my deck, but it's really cute. The old art. For Blossomon, such a standard. The Digisorption is too strong. You can Digivolve into it by Digisorption, so you can just suspend another Digimon and Digivolve into it for free, basically. Then one Argomon, Digisorption, and then inheritable. When you swing, you can play a level 3 green Digimon from your hand and rest it. A lot of people are making arguments that this card and the Angelomon that's in the the yellow War Greymon deck are basically the same. They're not wrong. I'm like, oh, I didn't think about it that way. Yeah, they're basically the same. But I kind of get the argument that Argomon got restricted first just because it's versatile. Like, this can go into literally any deck where the Angelomon literally only works with the War Greymon. It just wait. But, like, since it works so well with the War Greymon, everyone plays the War Greymon. So, I don't know. There's just, like, I don't like thinking about it too much just because I don't make the rules. I just follow them. I love rules. 3 Nihog. So good. When Digivolve, you can Digiburst 4. And then suspend all Digimon with 5,000 or less, and then bounce all suspended back to the bottom of the deck. It's really powerful. This card can ward wipe so easily. And then I run for the Grand Coagumon, the Digiburst, and then you can give one of your Digimon +1 security. So this is a really good combo with the Chaosmon and then the Palemon, so you can guarantee jamming and plus security so it doesn't die. Because I would do it whenever I didn't have the Palemon anyway, just to do it. It only worked once. Because without the Palemon, it's gonna die to an Omnimon or Ragnalord, something big. It's gonna lose to big people. So, just that jamming just guarantees it. But if you hit a Gaia Force or something, then you're done. The Chaosmon's good too. Like, it can pierce, and then when you Digivolve into it, you can unsuspend it, and then you can swing an unsuspended Digimon, and you can still swing even though it's your opponent's turn after you Digivolve over. It's pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. 2 Needle Spray. Suspend one of your opponent's Digimon, and then suspend one of your opponent's Digimon when you hit into security and add it to your hand. So this card is kinda better than Flower Cannon, just because you can add it back to your hand. Adding it back to your hand is so strong. Like, that's why a lot of people run this over Flower Cannon now, because if you hit in security, you're able to add it back to your hand and use it later. That's like a really strong argument for why this card is being used over Flower Cannon. Just because of that, and I'm like, that's so fair. Like, the only reason I don't run it in my Blue Imperial Dramon is just because I don't know why. I just like that old art. I have no real strong like case for it. Hidden Potential, restricted to 1. You can next time you would Digivolve your green Digimon next, you can suspend one of your Digimon and Digivolve it for free. So this card used to be like a hella loop when you was like 4 of. Oh my god. Thank God it's like restricted. This card should have been straight up banned in my opinion, because it's still really strong at 1. I think they should have banned it like straight up. Like you can't use this. But again, I don't make the rules. I just play along with them. 3 Mimi. She's so busted. Mimi's hella busted. She's a memory setter, so you get 3 memory, and then if you have a level 5 or higher Digimon out, you can tap her to hatch or bring out a Digimon to the raising area. So green is still really strong in this format. Green will be strong in next format too. No one's really talking about it, but that build is powerful. Like, the Palemon doesn't really be needed once that Rafamon, I forgot her name, like Rafimon or something like that comes out, and you can Digiburst to get so much DP that you don't even need jamming. You'll be strong enough to swing over stuff. Then you'll be worried about the option like Gaia Force or something stopping you, Cody's Breaths, all that. But like, other than that, like, you're good. Like, green is going to be really strong next set. I'm really excited for set 5, to be honest. Set 5 is going to be so powerful. I'm looking forward to it, except for the yellow. I mean, I'll still have the yellow Lord Nightmon, but like, I want to take down the yellow supremacy with Omnimon. The true supremacy is Omni supremacy, obviously. But anyways, that's all I got for you. Thank you so much for watching my video today, and I hope you learned something. Maybe give me some feedback on what are some good builds. I want to see what everyone else is thinking too, you know. And also, I'll be doing box opening soon of set 1.0 just to shuffle the packs and get them ready for the winners. So, alright. Thank you so much, and I'll see you all next time.